Hey guys, Mike from Coppertown Games here. I've got a couple of products here that I just want to go over with you and talk a little bit about. It's They're both from one of my favorite games, Team Yankee, made from Battlefront. These are two of the American starter armies, and I just want to say, like, these are the two that I started with for Team Yankee, because if you've ever met me or played against me, like, yeah, small skirmish games are great sometimes, but like, no, I want to field a battalion. Like, just give me a battalion. You know what? If I can field a division, yes, I will. I don't care what scale, 28 millimeter to 6 millimeter to 3 millimeter. I don't care. I like big battles. And Team Yankee is really good about that. Team Yankee, you can have the big battles and it won't take 9 hours or it won't take 7 days or anything like that. Okay, you can do 9 hour games in Team Yankee. Like you absolutely can. If you're crazy enough, you can. Um, but with Team Yankee, the nice thing about it is it's really just a fun, simple game. Granted, there are some things where you're like kind of flipping through the rules and you kind of gotta be like, wait, what? But that's any game. Every game I've played, I've run across that where sometimes the simple things are not always expressed clearly. But if that's the biggest complaint I've got, great game. And honestly, I love Team Yankee. Team Yankee is a great game. Battlefront is a great company. Their Checkpoint Charlie game just came out. Absolutely fantastic. Flames of War, of course, has been a mainstay, really in keeping 15 millimeter alive for a long time. Um, as far as I'm aware, if I'm overstating that, someone will let me know. But I absolutely adore Battlefront games. They just like Warlord Games have been some of our biggest cheerleaders here at Coppertown Games since the beginning. Just fantastic people. And I just figured, you know what? Hey, for the first product showcase, I'm gonna show them some love because you know what? I'm crazy about Team Yankee. I'm crazy about their Nam game. I'm building an Arvin force for Nam. I've built a very very large American force for Team Yankee because give me all the minis. I like big battles. The first starter set that I started with comes in really, honestly, for a starting set for what you get, an incredibly reasonable $120. That seems to be about the point where Battlefront is with all of their starter sets. That's from what I've noticed as retailers, as a vendor carrying them. Um, let's compare that to what you get for $120 with other game systems. I'm not going to compare it here. You can do that at home. But the one that I started with Team Yankee was the Armored Cavalry Troop. This is absolutely a fantastic box. In this box, you have 5 Abrams tanks, you have 4 Bradley Scouts, you have 3 M109 self-propelled howitzers that can drop laser-guided munitions on armor. Saved my flanks a couple of times. You've got 4 Humvee Scouts, and don't sleep on those Humvee Scouts because those toes on them can do great. The Mark 19 on them can do fantastic, and the 50 cal on top can always do fantastic things. You've got 2 AH-64 Apaches, which I like. I like them a lot. My brother's Soviet armor, they don't like them. But anything that my brother doesn't like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I probably am gonna just be absolutely enamored with it. It comes with 2 flight stands, 4 rare earth magnets for the prop or the propellers, the rotors on the Apaches, a complete A5 rulebook, and so like complete rulebook. One American themed start here booklet, which tells you like, hey, here's where you start building the minis. 4 decal sheets. I've been naughty. I haven't put the decals on my stuff mostly because my brother, I'm gonna be honest, my brother does most of all of my decaling for me because I am terrible at doing decals. I don't know what it is. Then you have 14 unit cards. The nice thing is Team Yankee and Battlefront, or Battlefront in general, they come up with unit cards. I've discovered those are incredibly handy. I'm a book purist. I have my unit book, but it does kind of annoying when you're trying to flip through it. So for the sake of the other players, I've mostly switched over to unit cards, and so that's my goal. And my goal to really, really kind of make my habits less annoying for the other player. That's just etiquette. The armored cavalry troop box starter set is honestly it's perfect for me. I think I started with these and I bought a couple more Abrams platoons, um, and really kind of flushed out my tanks before really honestly anything else. I've since bought one more box of M109s because, oh my God, having a full battery of those things is just fantastic. I even supplemented with some RDF LTs, which was a experimental tank destroyer, semi-automatic 75 millimeter Ares gun designed by my favorite gun designer, Eugene Stoner. I think it had a cyclic rate of one round every zero point 0.9 seconds. They never made it in the field, but I had to get them just because Battlefront makes them. And I'm like, well, yeah, of course. It's a Eugene Stoner designed gun in kind of this cool little nifty, tiny little package. Had to get some. So from there, I also supplemented with some M60 tanks, just to give some little bit of variety because my brother got tired of being smoked by Daddy Abrams. Then from there, I kind of branched out into the infantry and mech infantry. Right now, I can field an entire M1 force, M1A1 force, or and a Bradley mechanized infantry force. So the next box I bought was this. This is the M2 Bradley Mech Combat Team. In this box, you get one Formation Command M16 Rifle Team, which is like 3 guys on a stand, 8 M249 SAW teams, which is your main infantry unit as an American Army player. Marines, a little bit different. You've got 6 M47 Dragon missile teams, which is your infantry carried anti-tank guided weapon system. You've got 9 M2 Bradley fighting vehicle or infantry fighting vehicles. 2 M1 tanks. You can build them out. All the M1s you can build out as M1s, IPM1s, M1A1s, and so on. Then you've got 2 M163 VADS anti-aircraft guns. Those are 113 tracks with, I believe, the M163 Vulcan gun mounted on the roof. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure the designation for the Vulcan on this is the M163. It is a beautiful track. Soviet players, don't be afraid to get your helicopters close to these. Like nothing bad will happen. Don't worry. Ignore the chuckles and grins and giggles of any American player. Just fly near 'em. Trust me, it's going to work fine. You've got one M113 fist vehicle. One of my favorite things to use is you have 3 M270 MLRS rocket launchers. You can really hit a lot of things hard, but my favorite thing about them is you can deploy minefields using them, and that is just a fun tactic. It's like area denial right there. Cool. Go through that or don't. Because if you go through it, you're going to take losses. If you go around it, well, I've planned for that. I've pre-positioned stuff for that. You're going to take losses. Then, of course, it also keeps the A5 rulebook, the American Start Here book, 1 decal sheet this time, and 9 unit cards fitting the mech combat team. So that's kind of the nice thing about them is that you get that much in it for a relatively very good deal. Team Yankee, just like Flames of War, just like Nam, is in 15 millimeter or 1/100 scale. Fantastic for large units, probably company sized or battalion. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Battlefront. I'm trying to give you guys as much of my money as I can. But Team Yankee is a lot of fun. Primarily, it's fighting a war that never happened, which is Soviets versus U.S., bad guy versus us. It's a lot of tanks that sometimes never got used en masse. It never got used like the Sherman and the Panzer IV and the T-34 did in World War II. But here, You can use it like that. You can bring in aviation assets, you can bring in armor, artillery, infantry. You can do all kinds of things. A couple weeks ago, my brother and I fought a fight where he was running a T-64 force against. I had my M2 Bradley mech team. Honestly, game could have gone either way. I personally think when we found it, I think that I was in a better position to clearly win it. We just ran out of time because we had events and stuff like that. But yeah, no, Team Yankee is one of my very favorite games. I've always loved that period of history. If you stop by here in our shop in Jerome, come see us. And if you buy this stuff, feel free to look through my reference library. If you need helping, I'm sitting in our hobby room right now, which is where we encourage club members to assemble these. But we have reference books on Soviet armor, American or NATO and Soviet. So this includes a lot of non-American, non-British stuff. I also have books on American and British armor of the Cold War, everything from Checkpoint Charlie era to 1992. Pretty much full resources in there. But again, these two box sets are where I would start out with. If you want to be an American Team Yankee player, they retail for about $120. We have them here in our shop. Club members, they get a 10% discount. So come on by, join the club, get access to our amazing game room, which I still owe you guys a tour of, and let me know what you think. Let's roll some dice. Let's pick on my brother. Let's blow up some Soviet tanks. Or if you want to be a Soviet player, I'm sorry, I'm going to blow up your tanks. You guys have a great day, and thanks for joining us here at Coppertown Games.